Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. This video is a continuance of my BEADventurous series, and for this video I'm working with materials from the Check Beads exclusive monthly subscription box. This is December's box. It is called Northern Lights, and since Christmas is coming up, I've been wanting to work on quick and easy projects that I can give away as gifts, and so looking through the things that I got in the box, I decided to do earrings, and I wanted to make them quick and easy so that even if you don't get this box, you can still make these earrings and you can really use whatever beads you want. You can also use different sizes of beads. You don't have to use the same size I'm using. You could just take my idea of how I designed this earring and make it your own with whatever materials you have. So I've been working with eye pins and ball head pins, and these are the two earrings I came up with. This one here is really quick and easy, very simple, but it's really pretty and delicate. I like how it turned out. And this one here, I actually like this one more, I guess because it has more going on with it. I'm always attracted to things that have more work put into them and more thought into the design. I guess because I appreciate them more because I know what goes into it. So anyways, this is another one that I did. It's really cute. Now I was thinking of some other things I can do to this. Like I could put another head pin right here in the middle and have a dangle in the center. That would be cute. Or add a chain, get a thin dainty chain, put it on this loop here and this loop there, and I would have to figure out how long I would need each side to be because it would come down to a point, and then I would put another dangle right here. I would connect the two chains together and have another tiny little dangle right there at the bottom. It's just another idea I had. So as you can see, there's several different things you could do. So let's go ahead and make this pair first, and then I'll show you how to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking the ball head pin and picking up a teardrop bead, my flower bead, and then a 4mm check fire polish bead. Now you do not have to use teardrops for this. You can use whatever size, shape of bead you want if you didn't get this subscription. I do recommend though, whenever I'm beading and I make projects, I have leftover beads, I only have a few of them, I have bead soup containers. And I have a bead soup container or a compartment or a bag in my storage, and I organize my stuff by color. So if I go into my black bead box, you'll see that I have like 2 and 3 or 1 of a bead in a bag or a compartment, like I said. So this project here is great for beads like that are leftover beads. So now I'm going to make a wire wrapped loop, and I do have to trim this some because it is too long. And I'm just going to make a small loop. I do find that if you can tuck the wire into that bead, that it's less likely to come undone. That's something that I've learned making rosaries. Okay, so there we go. I got that. And now for this part here, which is really cool. I really like this. It's very simple, but it's a really neat design how I came up with it. So you want to take a eye pin. These are really short eye pins. I think it's like 1 inch long. I did not measure it. I'm just guesstimating. And you're going to pick up 2, I'm doing 4mm drucks, but if you want a bigger earring, you can do 6mm, not drucks, these are check fire polish beads, but you could do 6mm if you want bigger earrings. You could do 3mm, 2mm, you could do 8 if you wanted to, but those will be pretty big earrings, but it's totally up to you. So anyways, I put on 2 4mm beads, and what I like to do, this is a little trick, so that my wraps or loops are the same, I put my round nose pliers in this hole, okay, so I could see where the wire sits at on my plier, okay, and then I can go to the other wire and make my loop the same. Now I want to go in the same direction. Yes, I want to wrap it in the same direction. Sometimes I go in the opposite direction, but really just it depends on what I'm making. Because of how this design is, it's kind of like a hanger. I want my loops to go in the same direction. So I could see that my loop is going this way. So I'm going to take the wire, okay, I'm going to grab it in the same spot that my wire was when I put my head or my my head. When I put my round in there through here, I want to grab it in the same spot so that my loops are the same size. And then I'm going to make my wrap. Okay, and then I'm going to grab it like this and turn it back on itself so that it matches. See that? They are the same exact size. That's a little trick that I figured out. Okay, and then I want to find the center of my pin here. Okay, I think that's center. Now do you see how I'm holding this flat? See how it's flat? My eyes are flat. You want it to be like that, okay? Make sure you have the center, and then you want to bend this down. There we go, have that. And now we're going to do the other one, but this time you have to make sure that your loops are going in a different direction. So see how the direction of my loops are going there? That's the top one that I just did, and now I'm going to do the bottom, and my loops are laying in the other direction. Okay, so again, I'm going to take my eye pin, pick up my 2 beads. Again, little trick to make sure your loops are the same size. Put your pliers in the loop you already have, and then you want to grab the wire in the same spot. Okay, I see that I want it to go this way. And you want your wire to go in the same direction because we're making a hanger. So I'm going to hold it like this. Okay, and I have to bend mine down like this. Okay, get it to meet, and then I put my pliers back in there, grab it like this, and bend it like that. So now both ends are the same size. And now, I do see that mine is a little bent right there, so I'm going to come in here, straighten that out. And I do need to close this a little bit. It's open a little bit, okay? There we go. And then I have to find the center, but this time I'm going to have it like this when I bend it. Okay, try it from the middle. I try and grab it as close as I can to the end of my pliers so that my bend is not wide. I need it to be narrow. Okay, and then I'm going to go like this. Okay, now I gotta see if these are gonna meet, if I need to make any adjustments, and I think this one here needs to be bent more, so I'm gonna bend this just a little bit, not much at all. Okay, now I'm going to open up this one because it's going to be easier to put the other side on if you open the one that's bent like this. I have this bad habit that when I pick up my pliers, I go like this and they close and they grip my mat, and I will literally put a hole in my bead mat. I guess because of how the spring is on my pliers. I just did it again. I don't see a hole, but I have ruined so many bead mats doing that. Okay, now I'm going to put this on like that. Gotta be careful picking up my pliers. I've done it so many times. I'm closing this shut now. You might have to do some adjusting. Okay, and then flip this around. There we go. Okay, you want this to be moving freely. I might have to close that side more. This side here. Okay, looks good. So then I put the ear wire on this end. So I gotta make this one match that one. And then close this shut. Okay, and then I'm going to open this dangle here. If I hold it like this, then the beads fall, and then I can grab that wire. Yeah, because the beads were sliding down, preventing me from doing that. Oh, my wire broke. That stinks. Okay, so what I can do to fix this is take off this top bead, and then I'm just going to bend this down. Kind of wonder if I should take the flower off, but I do like that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to open this. And again, I have to do this one this way. So whenever I run into problems like this, when something like this happens, I always have to figure out how to fix it. And I gotta tell you, I usually do figure out how to fix it, you know? So now, of course, this is not going to match my other earring, so what I have to do is to take and open that other loop and take that bead off so I can make this work for me. This is very thin wire. Okay, so I have this one done. Actually, I think I like it better this way. Happy accidents. Look at that. It looks better this way, doesn't it? Like, the length of it. I like how it's shorter. I feel like this one is actually too long. I guess it can go both ways, but I actually think that I like this one more. Now I'm making this earring here, and I am using these 6mm check fire polish beads with these little rondelles, which are pretty much like the same size as an 80 seed bead. So if you don't have these rondelles, if you didn't get the box, you can use 80 seed beads in place, or you can use 3mm rounds, maybe even 2mm beads. And of course I'm using the flowers, and these are the 4mm check fire polish beads, and I'm using 2 different colors of the 6mm check fire polish, this gray color here and black there. So I'm going to do these first. I want to make the loops on these here so you can see the beads that I've strung. And by the way, these rondelles have this really pretty coating on one side. It's not on both sides, so I made sure that I have that on the top so it's standing up and it's pretty and easy to see. And now I'm just going to make my little loops. Okay, just like that. And I do like to bend it back on itself. And there we go. If you can tuck that tail into the bead, it prevents it from opening. That's a really good trick that I've learned with making rosaries. Okay, and now I have this one here, which is a little long, so I'm going to trim it a little bit. Okay, and wrap this down. Okay, and then this one here. Okay, there's that one. So these are ready to go. And now what I have to do is these, and I don't remember if I cut the wire or what on these. It's like magnetic. Did you see that? Do you realize that sometimes the ends of your pliers will have this like magnetic thing going on where it will stick to some metals? See that? But yet it won't stick to anywhere else on the pliers. I do not understand this. I'm going to have to ask my dad about this because he is in the automotive business and he loves tools and works with them all the time. And I've always wondered why it is like this. Why is it only the end of the pliers that picks them up? I don't know. Maybe one of you already know this answer and you could tell me down there in the comments what the deal is with this. But I've noticed that certain screwdrivers will do it and then other screwdrivers won't. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so I'm going to make a loop on this and I'm going to use these here to make my bend. I want my loops to go in the same direction for this. I think I did in this one, didn't I? No, I did opposite. Oh, I see. Okay, I remember. So this one here, I have my loops going in opposite directions because that is the wire that's on the top. And I did the same with this side. But this side, I realized that my loops need to go in the same direction because I have a tiny little bend in this piece right here to make this drape and so that it hangs properly. So this one here, I will actually be going in the opposite direction. So I am going to be bending this way. Okay, I'm going to grab right here and make my bend. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to trim this a little bit because it is just a little too long. And I might fast forward through some of this because I realize this is kind of time consuming and what I'm doing is like really easy. Okay, now I'm going to straighten this out because it's crooked. And there we go. This side looks like it's open a little bit. The side that I didn't do. Okay, so there's one. And now I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do it the same way. Wrong pliers. Okay, I made that loop way too tiny. I'm going to open that up and slide it up my plier to make it bigger. There we go, now they match. Okay, I'm going to have to make sure that these are even, like that. Okay, and now I have to go to this. So with this one, I don't bend this until I get all my loops on. So what I do is I take the beads off, and like I said, one side of the rondelle has that coating on it and one side doesn't, so I make sure that that side is out so it is visible to the eyes. And then I pick up my drops, and I like to make sure that my opening on my eye is going in the same direction with all my drops. And then I pick up my 4mm and then my next drop, and this one has to go this direction. And then my next 4mm and my next drop, and then my rondelle. Just like this. Okay, I do not make the bend here until I have this complete. So now I'm going to go to my round nose pliers, which I put a mile away from me. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so this one here, see that my loop is curved up like this? So I want to do the same thing on this side. It's going to be a little tricky. Oh, I remember what I did. I had to make this loop smaller in order to make this work. So I'm going to open this one. I'm going to grab it more near the end. And I'm going to curl it down to make it a smaller loop so that they match on the side, because that one loop is too big for my beads that I'm working with. Okay, so I'm just adjusting this to get it to work for me. I almost got it. This one is still too big. I want my pliers to just barely fit in here. And to this side. Okay, there we go. Now what I do is I hold it like this, and I put my finger right here, and I just bend it just a little bit, very gently. Okay, now I have this curve, which I am still trying to close this up some. I'm going to use these pliers to do it. There we go. Okay, I was able to grip it better with those. Okay, so now I have this, and then I have to open up these here. I'm going to do the big side, the side that was, you know, made by machine, and I'm going to put these on. Okay, and then I have to do this one. Close this shut. Then I go to my jump ring. And I pick up my earring here. So it's like that. Okay, I have to redo it because it twisted. Oh, I see. I have to go this way first. This side first. And then this side. And now it should lay, yes, just like that. And then my ear wire. And then I'm going to close it. And I'm all done. Okay. Got that to meet better. And there we go. So cute, so simple. Can be done with so many different beads. I would like to do these with Picasso beads, Czech Picasso beads. And I was also thinking, instead of doing dangles like this, what if I put teardrops on here? That would be cute. Or do take teardrops that have the top drilled hole that goes this way, not through the center of the beads like this, and wire wrap them and then put those on as dangles. I think that would also be cute. And I would like to try putting a chain here, but I don't know if it would clash with my side beads. These here might actually have to be shorter in order to have a chain going like this with a little connection point down here and another dangle at the bottom, but that is another design option for you guys in case you're interested in trying that. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a very quick, easy project that you could do for Christmas or for any gifts that you want to make for anyone. So please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Make sure you click the bell button so you get notified when I upload new videos, and check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.